Hey, buddy. Welcome to another episode of Satisfactory Designs, where we make more little fun stuff and things look cool and all that good stuff. On the last episode, we went over the hub and ways you can actually make it look really cool, stuff you can add to it, even all the extra flair you can do to it. But today I wanted to tackle something similar and also fun. The space elevator. So this lovely space elevator is a fun one and kind of unique. Now, if we delete this for a second, we can actually see it takes forever to go away, but looks oh so cool. I love that effect. And I actually have this nice, neat one right here. As you can see, it's a pretty simple, but I want to make another one in the other world, so I'm going to show you how I do it. So if you're looking to build one yourself and you want it perfect, a 7x7 square will be the way to go. So because I actually like this design a lot, I'm actually going to build it over here in my wonderful Let's Play world so that I can keep it and show you guys how it's done. So let me get to a proper spot and we will find a place to put it. So luckily for me, I'm building in this nice little area, and if you've never been here before, let's face it, everybody builds here. This is the area that I will be using, and we're actually going to be building over here in the water real quick. So let's go down there real easily. Whee! So I feel like building right here on this area is a really good space because we have this nice flat water to build on, not to mention this is quite open and nice, and most people don't really use it. So let's go in. So let's go into our foundations, and we're just going to grab a nice foundation just to start us off. We're going to find something, and we're just going to kind of make sure that it's above the water at a certain spot. As you can see, the cut in the water, we're going to try for like maybe about halfway. And then as you can see out here, we have a nice little bridge going. Now this is just the template. This is not the final product. But we need to start building on our nice 7x7 over here, where our little buddy has decided to show us. Thank you, little buddy. So to start this, we want to build a base for a nice little thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your little foundation. We're going to switch over to glass to make it easily seen. Now you're going to go up by 4. Next, you're going to delete these two right here. You're going to grab your middle one, and you're going to go up by 2. Over here by 2. And this way by 2. What you want is a nice little plus sign or X, depending on how you're looking at it. Next, go into organization, grab a walkway crossing, and we're going to put that the middle of each and every single one of these. Then we're going to go into foundation, we're going to grab the inverted quarter pipe, and then we're going to put the inverted quarter pipe on each and every one of those. That's just going to give us an extra little lip, and it's going to make everything look so much better. Then what you can do is you can grab everything that was built here in the center, and you can delete it. Next up, we're going to switch over to the quarter pipe, and we're going to put one on each side. Thus like so, and then we're going to take the inverted one, and we're going to go with the inverted one after that. There we go. Now what we want to do is we put an inverted one the opposite way on each of the very center middle ones. And then grab one of the regular quarter pipes and do the same thing on the opposite side, right like so. Make sure you hit the right one because it kind of messes up on you if you hit the wrong one. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into our organization. We're going to grab a walkway crossing. And if you like me and you like doing the nice little eyedropper tool, I recommend just putting one off to the side. We're going to use it for a while. Then you want to grab a inverted outlet quarter pipe. And you're going to basically put it here on the corner. You get the right section on this nice little thing, you can actually get it in the corner right like so. Then you can do the same thing for each and every corner. With each one of those done, go and grab a outer quarter pipe, and you're going to aim it next to this so it's pretty much right there and fits perfectly into place. And also put one right here as well, and it gives a nice curve, undercurve sort of thing. You're going to do the same thing on each corner. There we go. Now this kind of looks a little choppy, but once we take our nice little inverted one, and put it the opposite way, you'll actually see something really interesting happen. We have now a nice little tunnel going underneath it, which looks really cool. And if we go into our foundations, grab the glass again, add in all the lines together, facing away from there, we have a nice, really cool center. And it makes this nice little cross pattern, which is really awesome. Then you can grab these as well again, the outer corner quarter pipes, and you can make a nice little section around here, and this gives us a nice inner ring to it as well, thus making it look really complete. But wait, there's still more to go. Next up are these nice little squares here. So if you get rid of that one and grab your walkway crossing, you might want to put it a little bit further over. Go into your foundations. We're going to grab a pillar middle and put it right in there. Then you can basically take this and put it back. Now, this is going to work our way for the second floor on this, and we're going to delete the bottom part as well. So the reason we're deleting the bottom part is we're going to put the pillar base underneath there because it looks more full and together, especially when we get all four of them. So just do the same thing on the other three sections. And there we go. Now we have a nice, strong base for the platform that's going to go on top of it to actually hold the space elevator. So next up, let's grab the pillar top, and we can put 4 of those on there. And then we can start working on the top part right here. All right, now for this next part, we're going to need something exactly in the center. Now, the best way to do that is to grab our walkway crossing and put it in the middle like so. Grab our pillar middle, and then bam. We now have something in the center. Really easy. Next, we can grab a foundation, and this will be our base going all the way across. First things first, let's switch over to the 1 meter foundation, and we're going to go out 3. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and we're going to basically make a cross or a plus like you did before. Now, the reason we're using the 1 meter one is because we're going to make like a nice little bowl effect where it kind of goes in a nice circular pattern, and it looks really cool. Next, go into your foundations, and you're going to grab the inverted ramp that sticks out like so, and we're basically going to put these all the way around. All right, now it kind of looks like a nice little helicopter. Let's go over back into our foundations. We're going to grab the down corner one right here. And we're going to put that right here, as well as right here, and we're going to need one in the middle. Now, because I want to do something special with this, I'm going to temporarily put that there, and then I'm going to delete it. So basically, we have this. And this is going to be our nice farm foundation as we go along the top. So with everything on all the corners, the other thing that I want to do is I want to grab a 1 meter up corner just for the quarter parts right here. And this is going to get us our nice, almost rounding effect as we go along the side. So basically, just put that on every single part, and we'll get to the next step. Now that we have that going, I want to add a little bit of flair in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my glass foundation. And as I put the lines here and the lines here, these need to be turned sideways so that the lines are always pointed in the center. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this and delete this as well. Then the next part is deleting those extra little bits and having them completely open going all the way through. We're going to grab the inverted ramp right here, and we're going to put this on the second part down. So it's actually curved nice and down. Once that's done on all the sides, you can go and grab your nice little foundation, this time the 2 meter one, and that's the one that we're going to put in to each one of these sections right here, as well as right here, 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 and here. So everything is looking pretty good now. What I want to do is I want to grab the foundation inverted ramp that I have, and I want to make that now a 2 meter one for this next part. I want to be able to have these right on these nice little struts that I have over here, so it looks like they're holding them up. So I need this to go further down, and that's where this is going to come into play. With that done, I'm going to grab my down corner right here, and I'm going to find the down quarter 2 meter one. Get that right into place, and that should hold right there. And we're going to do this on each side because it's going to be nice and symmetrical. Lastly, let's grab the foundation. We're going to put that into place, and this is going to make it seem like it's one giant big foundation. And you can get rid of the pillar middle that's all the way in there. And it's looking pretty good. It's looking really nice, very sturdy, but just to check that it makes sure it works, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our space elevator and make sure it places just fine. As you can see on the bottom where I have the line, it's not going to match up straight where it's on this one, where it just goes into frame. What you need to do is you need to go one up, so right there. And as you can see on there, it is about one spacing over from the line, but that one spacing over from the line also works on each and every side. It's a little hard to see on some of these. And of course, once you build the space elevator, you gotta watch it in action, because this thing is amazing. And it is perfectly into place. And as you can see, we got our nice little resources there. So everything is pretty much done, except for we need a little bridge to kind of go over here. Because how else are we going to come up here? I mean, we can't just fly like a wizard now, can we? Also, another thing to note is you actually have the 3 open spots right here, easily accessible. If you ever just want to take anything like the belts, you can actually make a nice little thing going over here. Right like so, and you'll have a perfect side thing. So if you ever want to put this in like somewhere special, you can have these untouching, but they're perfect right in the center side of it. So that's always really good to have if you want to put this actually inside a base. So like I said, the last thing that I want to do is I want to create a nice little bridge. So I'm going to take the inverted ramp and put it on the edge and have it going over like so. I'm going to grab the 1 meter foundation and I'm going to put that attached to it. If only it would let me. But it seems to be evil, but we can fix that no problem. Then we're going to take the other 1 meter ramp and we're going to put that down like so. And let's grab the 2 meter one, if I can get it. And we'll put that one over there, as well as grabbing our 2 meter one. We're going to put that underneath. We're going to grab our foundation, grab the full 4 meter one, and we're going to do this just one more time. This kind of makes a nice little almost archway as it goes up there, and looks pretty cool. Then we can have the foundations coming down like so. And the only thing now we need is a nice little bridge making our way up there. I recommend that it's not too steep or whatnot. Just do a 2 meter one going all the way down. And it should look pretty cool having this be able to just walk right up and go right into it. And it looks really great from the side. But we can make it that much better. See, we're going to get rid of this one right here and actually grab the inverted. Put the inverted underneath, and that's going to look really good. But then take the regular quarter pipe and put that under here like that. Now it's a nice little curve. And of course you can put that here on the side just so it's nice and full. Now it's nice and curved as it goes over right here. And if you wanted to, you can even make the spacing here between this a little bit further out. So you have to jump across it if you want some fun. But other than that, looking pretty good. Now we can go in and grab some fences. And of course we put some fences on the side of this, because we definitely want some safety. And everything is pretty set to go. Now, if you want to, you can add some fancy lights or whatnot. If you want to keep that empty, you can always go in and you can grab some lights and either put them in this spot, have it facing towards the thing if you want to get some nice light shined on it. You have 3 areas you can choose from, or the 4th if you want something in your way. Unfortunately, you do not have any room down here unless you want to go further out. But another thing you can do is you can add some lights underneath in some of these areas. Or even get rid of something like this and instead have a nice light mounted down here. The light can go completely vertical, really shining off the bottom of everything down here. but it all depends on what you want to do. For mine, I'm thinking about just leaving it kind of open. I'm not a real big fan on the lights, but you know, you're welcome to go for it. Definitely, you can add in some street lights going all the way down. I like how you can just put them right here. They can kind of clip through some things, so it's really nice. And you can just basically have street lights going all the way down. Of course, get them on the other side, but be careful, because they do kind of like clip, but depends on how you want them. You could put them at an angle and have them kind of going over like that, so they kind of merge together and look like one little archway as they go down, which is actually kind of nice. But that's completely up to you on how you want it. What I'm going to do for my lights is I'm going to turn them one notch every single one. So they basically go like that, and of course the other ones will do the same. So as you walk up, they look nice and turned and really cool as they go down. And then of course, depending on how you want to set the color, you can. And well, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Maybe build this for yourself, or, you know, experiment with it and find your own little style and everything. I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you'd like with it. This thing is pretty fun and pretty amazing, and I hope this gave you a few ideas. But everybody, that's going to be another episode of Satisfactory Designs. I hope you have a great one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on what you want to see next. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye, buddy.